Hello! This will be a demonstration of Proposition 24 from Book 8 of Euclid's Elements, which says that if two numbers are to one another as two square numbers, or that the ratio of two numbers is the same as a ratio of two square numbers, and the first be a square number, then the second also will be a square number. We're given two numbers A and B. They will have the same ratio to each other that the square number C has to the square number D. Furthermore, the number A is itself a square number. What we want to prove then is that the number B is also a square number. Now, because the two numbers C and D are square numbers, they are obviously similar plane numbers, just by the definition of similar plane numbers, which is definition 721. So C and D are similar plane numbers, which then means by Proposition 818, we know that one mean proportional must fall between them. That is what Proposition 818 says. If two numbers are similar plane numbers, and there is one mean proportional between them. But we know that C is to D just as A is to B. We were given that. And so what follows from this by Proposition 8.8 is that not only is there one mean proportional between C and D, there's also one mean proportional between A and B. That is what Proposition 8.8 tells us. And because there's one mean proportional between A and B, there are three numbers in continued proportion. A, this mean proportional, and B, they are in continued proportion. And we know from Proposition 8.22 that if three numbers are in continued proportion, and the first is a square number, the third will also be a square number, so that because A, this mean proportional, and B form a continued proportion, and the number A is squared, we were given that, we know the number B is also a square number, which means we're done with the proposition because that is what we set out to do. Therefore, etc. QED. What this would look like as an example is that 16 is to 36 just as 4 is to 9. Now, 4 and 9 are both square numbers, so 16 and 36 have to one another the ratio of two square numbers. Furthermore, 16 is itself a square number, so what this proposition then allows us to say is that 36 also is a square number. We can verify that that's true and that this proposition holds. That's all I've got to say about this one, so I'll end the video here and move on to Proposition 8.25.